And
Ooh.
he's gonna be like, "Oh, I recognize your voice," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do." I pull off my mask, and he like dies.
Well,
Yeah.
So this episode is brought to you by stretching.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I actually wrote out like a guideline for my bitch segment
Ooh.
for this. So,
Oh.
all right, let's begin. What is up, Cheese and Cheezettes? It's Cheezy and welcome back. Holy shit, it's been a long time. Back again. After,
Back again.
Yeah, after
Again.
after we came back with a couple new members, Matt and Donovan, we're like, yeah, we're gonna do so many new things and it's gonna be amazing. We didn't.
Tom leaves, it goes downhill.
Well, no, that's
All
not how it
unorganized.
went. That's not how it went. And then we did the campaign for 700 subscribers, and we got 700 subscribers, and we got Crow on the team. We're like, all right, now we can go back to our old stuff. We kind of
yeah.
did, but really didn't.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Then Tom left, and then I moved again.
Hey, I was just waiting for all
Yeah, and I
confirmations.
haven't been able to play games lately. Well, with you guys because of my computer's new placement. I'll probably be moving it back this summer. So
Ha
yeah,
ha.
That would be preferable.
yeah.
Matt thinks he's getting his computer. Ha.
Hey,
I'm
fix my
taking
face,
it.
Okay. No, mine. You guys
That's my
did that
computer now. So Steven, you moved.
I did. I moved across town from where I used to live.
So far.
And holy Christ, inside Zeus's urethra. This
God.
was the most stressful move that I've ever, been a part of. But before I get to that, I want to say a few things about Cheezyactionfilmz, which, basically, I will end up going into more detail in a later video, probably next weekend on the weekly daily dose of vitamin D, whenever that
Ooh.
returns. But a couple things I want to say was there's some changes to some of the series, and all this is subject to change and more changes, I guess. But weekly daily dose of vitamin D will be coming back, and that'll be pretty much the same. The only thing that'll change is the camera's different. I got a new camera, and the setting of the show will be different.
We have a setting.
Yeah, my room.
Oh,
A weekly daily dose of vitamin D.
what, you
My
getting
room.
like an office?
No, it's just my room. Like my new room
Oh.
in my new house is the new setting.
With his new settings, he updated.
So we may be able to find a workaround for this next thing I want to talk about, but 90s craft. No matter how hard I try, I cannot get our videos to sync up. Me and Matt's recordings to sync up.
Oh, seriously?
And it might be because we record at different frame rates. I may or may not have recorded at 60 frames per second because that's just what I was used to using. I don't know what you set yours to, but
I'm pretty sure I set mine to 62.
well, then I don't know. Something messed up, and I can't sync it up at all. It's just so
Steven.
random. What?
Not sleep. Not. Oh, something messed it up, and I was like, Steven.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. You're not even doing any of the work to make these episodes, so you can just
No.
shush it.
I kind of
Ooh.
bad at editing.
You just
I
show
did
up,
pretty good.
and you're like, hey,
Hey.
silly things.
Hey, I'm here. What are you doing here?
So, Cheeze-Cast, or not Cheeze-Cast, 90s Craft is probably gonna be just go back to the one point of view thing, unless we can figure it out, how to fix it. But for the next few episodes that are going to be coming out, which I've had on my computer for the longest time because of that problem with the syncing, it's probably just going to be one episode will be my point of view, the next episode will be Matt's.
Yeah.
No, let's do it like that. But yeah, that'll be like that, most likely.
Oh.
Cheeze-Cast, I think will be the same except for the new art for it that I actually just created today. Cause,
Ooh,
It was
yeah.
fancy.
yeah, thank you. I don't know what it was, but I was about to change the number of the Cheeze-Cast thumbnail to 9 because we're on number 9, and I was like, ugh, I don't like this.
Wait, why would the Cheeze-Cast thumbnail be 9?
No, Cheeze-Cast number 9. Like I was gonna
Oh.
change the number on the thumbnail to 9.
Oh, are we only on the 9th?
Yeah,
Wow.
we've
We've done much more than that.
we did a couple that never got up, like 2
Oh.
that didn't go up.
Oh,
And
so
we've
why?
also probably because they were like my computer probably got shut off in the middle of the episode
Oh no.
is what the usual problem is, which if that happens then the video can't be saved, unfortunately. I can't like edit around it. It just like does not work. Like I can't play it or anything. And then also there was that whole month of us where we were supposed to do special kind of content and new things, and we'd end up not doing anything except like a couple of videos.
Good. Because we're lazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lazy.
Just a bit.
So a couple changes. This is actually changes to the team per se. So I would like it if people, if you guys in the team could suggest games to play and record, because I don't care like what game it is. If it's fun and you think we'd have fun playing it, drop it in the like team chat, and if we can like however many people we can get to play it, we can play it. If it's fun, record it, upload that shit.
Yeah. I need to find some free
Upload a
games.
picture of your crap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like what is it? The Primal Carnage I put on the
Oh,
chat.
yes.
Like $2.99 this weekend.
I love that game.
Yeah, so I'm hoping you guys can get it.
It's team deathmatch, dinosaurs versus humans.
Dude, that was like so fun. I wish we recorded that one time we played it together. It was hilarious. I loved it.
Oh, it was good. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's totally chaotic.
I guess
I don't have a
Like
job.
the dinosaurs clapping.
I can't get
Well,
games.
You can't get games.
No,
Why
I don't have
not?
a job.
Well, it's $2.99, dude.
$10.99?
two.
$2.99.
Oh hell, I'll probably just have to skip out on a pack of cigarettes then.
Yeah.
So you'll just be really, really angry during the time that we're playing it.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking dinosaur!
Goddamn.
It's like, so Donovan, how you enjoying this game? Eat a bag of dicks, you whore. Well.
I'll take that as
Shit
a
off me!
joke.
What's wrong with you? Fuck up! What does that mean? I don't give a shit! What's wrong with you?
Fuck up. Fuck up.
Fuck
Shit
up.
east.
What's wrong with
Cut
him?
west.
Where did he go?
That sounds amazing.
You damn bitch north.
It sounds like a Game of Thrones insult.
So yeah. Or,
So-
or a title in the Game of Thrones.
Another
I
thing-
have
I am
gotten
so
mad like
bitch
that.
north of the fuck west or west.
Weast.
I thought you said west.
So,
You have a wisp?
along with suggestion games for all of us to record for like the team channel, I would love, like, me personally, I would love it if you guys like have an idea for one of your videos on your own channels, and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this alone. You can ask your old Uncle Steven. And I will.
I'm sorry,
I'll join you.
Re-say what you just said.
Huh?
Like, someone just started calling me. I don't know who. I just declined it and went back to this.
So-
oh shit! Click.
What I was saying was, if you guys want to do any videos on your own channels that you'd want someone else to be in, and it's like, I'm down. I'm
Yeah,
down
sure.
to clown.
Down the clown.
Yeah.
Down the clown around. Alright.
In particular, I'm looking forward to playing Smite again.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
we should definitely do some of that.
I forgot all my stuff. Ooh.
I also
Oh,
got Heroes of the Storm
ew,
downloaded.
ew,
What? You?
ew.
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 That
Never
game
heard of
looks
it.
fun.
Heroes of the Storm is gross.
Never heard of it.
Alright, well that's the end of that conversation. Alright. I got Hearthstone as well.
Ooh, oh, we should so play it. I've been so into Hearthstone lately.
Oh god.
I got on my phone. And I'm just like, I just cannot stop playing it. I love it.
I tried to get my dad to play it because he can like download it on his tablet that he got last Christmas. And
Ooh.
I was like, he was like, what is it? And I was like, it's a card game. And he was like, oh yeah, what kind of card game is it? And I was like, oh, it's like Magic the Gathering. He's like, oh.
It's less complicated than Magic the Gathering. Way
Yeah.
less.
That's kind of
Like
why I
Magic
liked
the
it.
Gathering, some guy tried to show me how to play it, and like after 4 hours of explaining and me not remembering anything about the rules, he was just like, yeah, no, you're not getting this.
But yeah, I also got plenty of other games on my Steam, like Gmod, Primal Carnage, Brawlhalla, all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. We should do that stuff, things.
Oh yeah, and speaking of uploading our own channels,
Ooh.
I finally uploaded some Falling Out New Vegas. I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
watch it last night, but it
And
was
the
like
first
2
comment
a.m.
I got, I'm like, oh, someone commented on my video. Wow, already? It was freaking
Woo.
Tom calling me out on my resolution again.
What?
Like,
On your resolution?
yeah, like he just. I feel like he just like only lurks around my videos just to pick out what he hates about it.
Wait, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said your mom.
No, not my mom.
It's like your mom called you out on your New Year's resolution?
No, not my New Year's resolution. Wait.
You said resolutions. That's the first. Oh, the resolution of the video.
Yeah,
Oh, you're still
come
doing
on.
that? Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, Tom found out my New Year's resolution. Is screwing me over on it. But yeah. And I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to upload, which I'll
Ugh.
probably be doing today. I need to record more Fallout, and I'm going to do it.
Things.
when I'm not.
You want to talk about things to upload? Okay. I have videos scheduled all the way to June 6th.
Jeez.
Like uploaded
Jeez.
and ready to go. And then that's not even the most. I have. See, how many of these videos haven't gone up yet? There's that one, two. Then the rest of my Metroid Let's Play, because I already finished it. I got a couple other like extra videos going up. Like.
Oh wow! So you should probably be probably post more often. Then what's your schedule?
I'm gonna try to do like Metroid every other day, and over like this weekend, like today or tomorrow, I'm gonna try to record some other stuff other than Metroid.
Ooh,
Like
we should
maybe
together
Smite.
because I need some more stuff.
Ooh, Smite.
Take that.
Smite.
Donovan,
That's what I think
you
of more
have to aim
stuff.
it right at the mic.
Yeah.
You said you need more stuff, so I burped on you.
That's very
That's not
considerate
what
of
I
you.
meant, but yeah.
It's very considerate of you, Donovan.
It feels weird. I'm using. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has legs of steel. Whoever that is.
So, other than that, the last thing I want to say about things I want from the team, like you guys, is I'd love it if you guys did better now that I'm like Matt's actually responding to my text messages, and I have Donovan's
I
phone
usually
number.
do.
No, you didn't do before.
Well, like once when you like, oh, what is it? My internet went out, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
No, I'm
That's
talking about.
just like a notification.
No, that's not what I was talking about. Talking when, like, I text you, like, where you at? We're waiting for you to record, and you say
Oh,
nothing.
that's because I usually like, what is it? Because I'm usually like right there. I call you on Skype.
What the fuck? If you're right there, why the fuck wouldn't you be responding on Skype when we're like, well, is Matt here? Is Matt here? Talking about other things. Is Matt here
Well,
yet? I don't know.
Well, you know,
That's a
what?
bandit.
I'm a busy dude. I know I got so much stuff going on in my life, like eating, playing
Anyways,
games.
I would just like it if you guys think that you're gonna be late, or if you think you're gonna like be running a little late, just like let me know. And yeah, that's all I wanted to
Well,
ask.
I'm able to text now.
I know.
I got-
Look at you,
up
Mr.
to
Fancy
date.
Pants.
Oh,
Welcome to the 21st century.
yeah, I know. I found. Thank you. I still don't know how.
God, what happened to your quality, Donovan? You're cutting out. And
I must have. I leaned away from the one.
oh, well, he broke his phone already.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Wait, you have it
break
for
it.
like 1 month?
Here, no, I haven't had it 2 weeks.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just got it. It's a white iPhone 5C.
A white.
It's a white iPhone. C.
Oh, it's C in there, so
Yep.
it's a 5C.
It's the limited edition alien one.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the iPhone
alien edition.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't.
It comes with
Haven't still
a
ever yet?
puke texture, like skin.
Yeah, it just comes
on
with a bag of vomit.
It's not. It's not even some like famous person. It's just some random person's vomit. Just.
It's a thought that counts.
Who's that? Oh, some bum in the alley.
Some vomit in an alley.
This is my son's
Some bum in
vomit.
an alley.
This is my son's vomit after PE finals.
I wonder.
So yeah, the main goal, as I have said in many of almost all of my Metroid Fusion episodes, the main goal of us playing in our videos is for us to enjoy it. I'm gonna lay that out here right now. I don't give a fuck.
Not in it for the money and the fame.
I don't give a fuck if anyone else likes it. I mean, if you do like it, awesome. Then sweet. That's just a bonus. But if you don't,
Steven gives no cares.
yeah, I don't care. I'm about to go into college soon. I don't give a fuck if someone doesn't like my joke I make, or doesn't like that I make fun of my dogs whenever they stumble up and down the stairs.
Oh, you're going to college?
Eventually,
What you gonna major in?
animation.
Fucking
right.
amazing.
Oh, also, how's the what is it? The banner coming along?
The banner, it's done.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I changed it before I moved.
Oh, I haven't gone to the Cheezy-Actionfilmz home screen
I'm pretty
in a while.
sure. Yeah. I think
Oh,
it looks
wow.
alright.
I need to check that as soon as we're done with this.
What? Oh yeah, your computer's somewhere else.
Yeah. Totally different.
I was like, why don't you just check it now?
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
I would
do you
if I
have-
could.
I guess the
iPhone?
only other thing I need to talk about is that I'm going to be live streaming a lot more on our Twitch channel. I actually did a live stream yesterday of Killing Floor for about 30 minutes.
Ooh.
And I started the live stream off by doing some karaoke to Don't Stop
Ew.
Me Now by Queen.
Don't stop me! Don't stop me!
Yes! Yes! Thank you, Donovan! I asked my dad and my stepmom if they knew what song that was, and they're like, what? I'm like, how the fuck do you not know that
I thought it
song?
would be like, don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time.
Yeah, but
Having
later in
fun.
the song, it
Having
goes,
a good time.
Don't stop me, don't stop me, hey, hey, hey.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson stars in it, apparently.
No,
Yeah.
no. Anyways, yeah. So if any of y'all want to join me on live streaming sometime in the near future, I'll be doing it all over the place.
Sure, I just
You know
need to
I
get
do
these,
anything as long as I have it,
finals
right?
testing out
Yeah.
of the way. I'm good.
I recently tried Edge of Legions or something.
What?
Edge
Edge
of-
of Legions?
What?
What?
Edge of Legions.
Yo, your terrible pronunciation and the freaking cutting out of your
League.
phone makes it
League.
very hard to
Oh, League of
understand.
Legends.
League of Legends. Edge of Legions. Like,
Edge of Leeches? Ledge of Eagles?
So what?
What?
I played both of them. You guys should try Ledge of Legals. It's fun.
Ledge of Legals? I will.
It's not free to play.
It
Sorry.
sounds like
it's
lead
$9.99.
eagles.
League of Legends.
It's really hard to fly. No, it's free.
Yeah, I've played it.
I tried.
Are you good?
I died.
Well, yeah, that happens in that game.
I think you'd like Smite better, Donovan, just because of its point of view, like the camera angle.
It's much more.
Yeah, and it's first person, I believe.
Third.
MOBAs. Dude, imagine a first-person MOBA.
Well, actually, isn't Overwatch gonna be first person?
Oh,
it's
maybe.
not really a MOBA though.
I haven't seen much about that game.
I think it looks cool. I like the characters.
And I played Smite for about, I think, a month.
You played for a month?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Then you were probably better than Steven.
Hey!
Played. I'm just kidding. Kind of.
Steven showed me how to play.
Yeah.
I still died.
I'm probably terrible at the game now because it's changed so much.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
People that I never touched, like, ever, unless I was like, you know what, I want to have some fun, I'll play this person, are now, like, the best gods to play. And I'm like, alright.
Yeah, ADCs are everywhere now. It's so annoying.
I can finally play the bee!
Oh, yeah. Him too. Like, every one of them is viable. Like, they're in solo, mid, ADC, jungle.
Oh, Jesus, I need to get inside.
Freaking support. They're literally in every position now, and I hate it.
It's awesome.
Screw T-Mobile. Screw T-Mobile. It's data shit and all reliable. Whatever. I'm peeing real quick.
Screw those guys with freaking reliable data sharing, generally
bullshit
good
junk,
company.
and I don't get service worth of crap around here. They can just suck it.
That's the upside of Verizon. You get service pretty much anywhere.
Verizon sucks here too.
Yeah,
AT&T's only thing good.
In Clinton, I had
AT&T's only good.
Then why don't you use that?
I don't know. Hope you enjoy it. 5. Tell her tonight something. I'm repeating videos.
So, if we're all good and swell and swole, I'd like to begin bitching about my move.
Go on. I would like to hear.
Go ahead and start. I'm gonna go do something like break my neck.
So
you're not supposed to leave.
I doubt you'll notice I'm gone.
So I actually wrote out like all the this whole thing so I wouldn't forget.
Like a speech?
No, it's not a speech. It's just like key moments of
Sit back. Give me
at
that.
9:30 in the a.m. on Thursday.
We present to you
On Thursday,
Steven, the bitch of a move.
the 14th.
His proclamation, bitcheration, or
Was that
whatever.
I think was that the 15th? Might have been the 21st.
Was that paper?
What?
Anyways, I have paper.
That's what that.
So
Shuffle your papers.
Yeah, it sounds all
it's a
official.
notebook. So here we go. So this starting off. This is back in like the beginning of what month are we in? May. So back in the beginning of May, bitch shows up at my door and rings the doorbell. I rush to the door and I answer it. And she's like, "Are your parents home, little boy?" And I think I told this on one of the podcasts before. Where I told her when my dad and my stepmom were like when they got off work usually and when they were on break. So she had detail like specific times like when I wouldn't be home alone. So probably not my brightest idea.
Yeah.
But she just told me to let my parents know that she came over and she needed to call her, or they needed to call her, so I did. They called her. She came over the next day, talked to my dad, and she basically said that we had to move out ASAP, and soon that they would end up giving us a 1 week notice, which is bullshit.
Yeah, really.
So after that happened, we scrambled to try to look for houses, and when I mean scrambled, I mean every day. My parents would, like, whether it was my dad or my stepmom, they would say, "We really need to go look at houses."
So you guys just were doing nothing for the week?
For a while, yeah. And it only happened on the weekends that we'd go out and actually look at houses. So we looked at a couple houses. We found a house that when we went, we actually got to go in. It's like the first house we got to go inside and look at. We were looking through the house. I think the coolest thing about it was it had a really big yard. It had a like concrete like slab in the middle of the yard, like where I guess a garage used to be. So we were gonna use that to cook out. We had all these plans, like it was gonna be awesome. We were gonna set up a fence for the dogs so they wouldn't have to worry about like leashes. The living room actually had mirrored walls, which was really interesting.
Yeah, it's probably because maybe a deaf person lived there before. Because like that's pretty common in deaf people's homes to have like mirrors all over the place.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because like how are you gonna call across the house?
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, I know things. I know things.
So we were going through this house, and like any house, we were like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's neat. This sucks. This is a pain in the ass. Whatever. We'll deal with it." And then we get to the end of the tour, and we've already looked through the entire house. We looked in the garage, and we're like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty nice." And then the guy's like, "So how do you like it?" And we're like, "We kind of like it." And I was like, "Wait! Do you guys allow pets?" And he's like, "No. This is new carpeting." And I was like, "Well, we're out." Because we are not giving up our dogs for this shitty ass house. We're not giving up our dogs for any house, but you know. And also, that new carpeting, he said, was probably like $10. That carpet was shit. Oh my god, it was so bad.
My 1996 carpet probably cost more than that.
Yeah, probably.
You have a carpet from 1996? Oh wait, for some reason I thought it was like 1969. Never mind. That makes more sense.
He does have a really old house, though.
Yeah, I got a 120 or 130 year old house.
Oh wow.
It's 1880. I think it's 1887.
So
Is it
yeah,
like a freaking log cabin or something?
Ye yonder over here, me old log cabin and such. Hubby up me wall.
okay, ignore that. I'm gonna
mixing up
ignore.
your
Let's ignore
arrows.
that. Let's ignore that because I don't want to get off track with this.
The old log cabin.
So, we looked at a bunch of houses. One house was still being worked on when we looked at it. It actually had a hole in the back of the house where they were putting the sliding glass door in. And when
Steven fell through that hole.
Yes, I fell through the back door.
Oh,
Like,
I bet that's not the first time that's happened.
Hey. So, we looked at that house, and the bitch in that house, like the bitch of the landlord who owned that house, my dad called her and wanted to like schedule like a, you know, check out the house, whatever, a tour. Yeah, there you go, words. So we wanted to schedule a tour, and she was like, "No, we're not doing tours till like next week." And that my dad was like, "All right." So we drove out to go look at other houses. We drive by that house that day. There's a fucking old couple looking at the fucking house. I'm like, son of a bitch. So yeah, we looked
She lied to you.
We looked at a bunch of other houses that pretty much all of them either didn't have enough rooms, didn't allow pets, or they were for sale and not for rent.
Why wouldn't you buy a house?
Because we don't have
it
enough
costs
money.
a lot more.
Yeah, this was like out of nowhere. And we're not going to stay in this house for like probably longer than a year, is what my parents said. So
Are you gonna save up and buy one?
probably. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. It's not my business. I don't. Like, I mean, I can make it my business, but I don't. I don't. I just don't. I don't know.
You could go to Ivy Tech if you moved to Indiana
Why?
for college.
Okay.
Or
well,
ITT
how about
Tech.
this? Instead of that, I'll do my original plan and go to a college in Florida that specifically is for digital and traditional art, such
Yeah,
as drawing, game design, audio, video editing, movie production, animation.
Sounds like ITT Tech.
That's okay. So, anyways,
Wait, so you gotta move down to Florida?
yeah. Whenever
Dude, bring a bulletproof vest, okay?
bring a bulletproof vest.
I used to live down there. It ain't exactly safe.
I think the thing I look forward to the least, or I don't look forward to, is the weather. Because I went there for a week, and oh my god, it was the worst experience of my life.
At least it's consistent.
Yeah, consistently shit. I don't know. I probably just have to get used to it. Get used to
you
Illinois
will.
weather.
I remember when I used to live down there, in like the 7 years I lived down there. It only snowed. It snowed once, and that was like when like everywhere was getting snow, and it was like what is it, like an inch of snow. So me and like all my friends from around the block like came to my house, and we all like gathered snow from like everyone's lawns, and we built like this crappy ass 2 foot tall snowman.
we prayed to the snow.
It was
We gave
It was so
offerings to
sad.
the snow.
Sacrificed a couple birds.
yeah, I know.
Some goats.
Yeah.
Uh,
That is a deer.
yeah.
Stuck its horns on its head.
That was fun.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, this entire time we're trying to do this, we've like packed up a bunch of stuff into boxes, and it's like all over our house. Like there's boxes all over our house. It's like filled up in my room, in my
Oh,
parents'
God.
room, in our office, in the living room, in the kitchen. It's like boxes everywhere. And the bitch who came over and gave us the notification that we'd have to move soon, like ASAP, keeps like coming over and saying she needs to take pictures of the house. And every time she came over, I just thought to myself, why the fuck would you want to take pictures of the house while we still have our furniture? We haven't cleaned in like forever, and we have boxes all over the place.
I'm sure she was just checking to see if you guys were actually gonna move.
Probably.
Because like I'm sure people who are like told that they're getting evicted, that they're just like yeah, no.
Probably. No, we got to work, getting shit like out of our house. So that's happening this entire time. I just wanted to point that out. Like she was coming over like every day, like every morning. I would have to just sit there in my office, was like watching a YouTube video. And I remember one time I was watching like the Game Grumps or something, and ding dong, and I turned the volume up, and ding dong, and I was like, "Argh!" Ding. I turned the volume up more, and ding dong, and then I turned the volume up to maximum on my headphones, and then like they screamed or something like that. I think it was them playing like Outlast or something like that, and they screamed like ah ah ah, and I was like, "That fucking shit!"
All I can see is like this calm old lady, like landlord, coming to your door, ringing the doorbell, and then all of a sudden, like after like a few rings, all she hears is just psycho screaming and cussing.
Ah, fucking shit!
Oh my god, someone's getting murdered! He just killed himself because I rang the bell so many times.
Yep, that's what I did. That pushed me over the edge.
Also, speaking of Game Grumps, is your new videos like side thing kind of like influenced by them?
Yes, I will
Yeah,
not
'cause that's what
lie
it
at
reminded
all.
me of.
I will not lie at all. They influenced my new style of videos very much because God, what the fuck is that word? I envy them. Because
Envy.
like before, when I used to do videos on my own, I would do videos either to give instruction, to be good at, like, show off my skills in a game, or to make people laugh. So I would, even if I wasn't in the mood and wasn't enjoying myself, I would force myself to be good. I would force myself to try to make people laugh, or I would force myself to sound smart and teach people things. And I didn't like that. It wasn't fun. So then I stumbled across the Game Grumps like a couple months ago, like early in the year, and here these guys are. They're literally just playing a game, having fun.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that the stories they tell are kind of funny. And by kind of funny, I mean really fucking funny. But yeah, it's like, and then I added the cheese border because, you know, it brightens up the video, and I didn't want to like stretch out the footage to like 1280 by 720 because it looks like really weird. Because the Game Boy Advance is like
25
it's like
by 25.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's like 420 by something, I think. I know it'd be like 320 by 240 or something like that.
Wait, really? That Game Boy has that bigger resolution?
I think so, something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
Wait,
I know
so
it's
you record that on your Game Boy?
no, it was on emulator.
You
Ah,
can't
ooh,
record on a
ooh.
Game Boy.
It records
Can't
in
admit that. That's
640.
stealing.
I don't give a fuck. Like it records in 640 by 480 resolution on the video, and if I would change it to 1280 by 720, it would like stretch it out. So I was like, well, fucking cheese background.
So everything would be fat.
Yeah, exactly. That's but yeah. No, I fully admit that, yeah, they definitely influenced my new kind of videos.
Right.
And I know I don't do it as well as them because, give me a break, I'm talking to a computer screen. I'm not talking to one of my friends sitting next to me. So
You could use you on one of your imaginary friends.
I talked to my skit cat.
well, if my dogs would sit still for longer than like a few minutes, and like they don't like it in my room for some reason. So
It's evil.
probably. But yeah, so we got really off topic many times
Yes.
during this.
And that's normal.
Yeah, I know. I missed this. I missed it. But back to bitching. So,
Oh, right.
where was I again? Oh, yeah, right. I'm not like playing, like stretching out time to help me figure out where I actually was because I don't know where I was.
Ringing a doorbell and turning up headphones.
Yeah. Well, that just finished.
Okay, so we were looking around for houses again, and it was kind of interesting. I thought it was kind of interesting how this happened because the first house we looked at that day, and this was the first time we ever looked at houses with all three of us, like me, my dad, and my stepmom. It was usually just me and my dad looking, like going to find houses, but it was all three of us. We came to this house. First thing we noticed, huge ass garage. It was a huge ass garage, bigger than our old house. It had enough room in it for 2 stories, but it's not a 2-story garage, but it was fucking huge.
Jeez.
So we were like, awesome, storage space. Now keep that in mind, because that's important for later. So we get out of our SUV, and there's the landlady, and we're like, oh, we're sorry, we're kind of late. And then Bridget, my stepmom, is like, wait, don't I know you? And it turns out the landlady for this house is someone that my stepmother's mother worked with in a nurse's office at like an old people's home.
Dude, that's a really vague as fuck connection.
But like
to remember someone by.
well, that's vague for me. That's vague for me. But back when my stepmother was like my age, she helped her mom with like the in the hospital, helping like elderly. And this lady, her dad was a patient there, and like they've ended up becoming good friends like through that.
Oh.
So Bridget knew this lady. So that was interesting. And this is the first house we looked at. We get in the house and we're looking around. Alright. It's got a huge ass garage, storage space. It's got a basement, storage space. It's got 2 rooms upstairs and a nice room downstairs. Awesome. We got room for me, room for them, and an office for them because fuck if I need an office. It's not like I spend all my time on my computer anyways. But actually, funny story about that, the whole office thing, is I actually brought up the idea like, hey, maybe I should have an office, and because I use my computer more than you guys. All you guys use your computer for is to pay bills, and my dad was like, well, you know, we could see if that could work out. That's what my dad said. My stepmom was like, no. Just flat out no.
But she like growled like a beast.
Yes, she growled and turned a little
Mom,
demonic. But
No
yeah.
office.
So we go through the house. We love it. Like, it's awesome. There's a bunch of shit, like a bunch of furniture, like nice tables. There's a TV. We didn't get to keep the TV, but there's a bunch of furniture that we were allowed to keep from
that's
the.
nice.
Yeah, the lady said we could have it if we wanted. So we did, and we were like sold immediately, mainly because we were out of time, but it's also a nice house. So she told the landlady, yeah, we really like this house, but we need to think about it a bit more. Not even 2 hours later, after we're driving around looking for other houses, she calls her and says we want it. Like that day. So,
Sweet.
yeah, and that's how we got this house.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty neat way of getting the house. I was like, we come here, they know each other, awesome house,
Yeah.
get it. Done. So yeah. Like that day, as soon as we decided that we wanted this house,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my dad and I was like, you know, I think we should probably order our, like, call up the internet, our internet provider, Mediacom, and like at least ask them how long it would take for them to get over here and set up our internet and our cable, because I think it's going to take like a week or two in order for them to get here. And my dad's like, oh, no, we had Mediacom before. It'll only take a couple days. Remember this. This is another important detail for later.
All right.
Okay. So, going on to... We start moving stuff. Day one of moving stuff. Thursday. We get up at 9 a.m. We go to the... this gas station to pick up our U-Haul. Pick it up. We rent it for 2 days. Like my dad says, we want it
Is
for
this
2
another
days.
note we should remember?
Not for as... It doesn't, like... It'll be pretty quickly, like, when it comes up, though.
Okay,
So you
I
want...
got idea with
There are
that.
a lot of notes. A lot of notes for this story, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I'm running out of paper.
I didn't study! But,
My typewriter is almost out of ink.
we get the U-Haul back to our house, and we start basically planning what we're gonna do. So, keep in mind, it's hot as hell. Like, the entire time we're moving. It's hot as hell. So we start moving shit out of our garage. Because we have boxes in our garage, we have boxes in our shed, we have boxes in the house. We have a lot of shit. So we start putting shit into the U-Haul.
Putting some shit inside the shitty truck.
Exactly. It's just me and my dad moving stuff also. It's just me and dad moving stuff. We moved a bunch of boxes, packed it like almost full. We moved a couple chairs in there and a table or two, which, like, funny story about that table is when we were getting it out of the door, we had to angle it weird, and whenever we finally squeezed it out of the door, it kind of jerked, and it, like, caught me in the shin. I just fell right down. I was like, oh god, no, put it down. And as I was going to put it down, it got my dad in the shin as well, and he's like, oh! So it was just me and my dad sitting there holding our shins like, oh, fuck.
You guys are so
Like Family Guy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Also, this was a really stressful, like, thing for me, because my dad, I assumed, was going to be, like, the foreman of this whole thing. Neither of us knew what the fuck anything was, like, in the boxes of the garage, because there was no labels on them. And we didn't know what to put in the truck and what to leave, or what to throw away. I didn't know. He didn't know. So we were just like, didn't know what to do for a lot of the time. So yeah, we ended up moving from like 9 a.m. to like 2 a.m. the next morning that day. And I really need to pee, so I'm going to make the...
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my, yeah, my door is really noisy. And actually, my door, if it's
Is there a
open...
funny story about that?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I have a lot of funny stories. My door, whenever someone opens the back door, apparently it lets in a breeze that goes nowhere but to my door, and it'll like kind of open a little bit, go, and every time it scares the shit out of me. And I'm like, motherfucker, I swear to God, door! Right in the wood chipper.
Right in the wood chipper.
Anywho.
What door?
Fuck that door.
Hey, where'd the door for you?
It made really loud noises.
Oh, I guess that's suitable for death.
Yes. Off with its head. Or off with its knob.
Ah, off with his knob.
That's awful.
Poor door's knob.
But yeah. Continuing on. Day 2. This is the day that everything went to shit. So, first off, day 2, Friday. 9 a.m. again.
We got a timestamp on this.
Oh wait,
one.
oh wait,
That's
100
how you know
hours.
it's important.
So, I get woken up to my dad just just screaming curses to the old gods, the new ones, the Greek, the Roman, the Mayan, the Chinese, all of them. And I get up and I'm like, oh God, what's going on? And my dad says he just got a call from the U-Haul place, and the U-Haul truck has to be back that day at 11:30 a.m. So like 3 hours after I woke up, we had to have it back.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Talk about short notice.
Exactly. Apparently, when we told them we wanted it for 2 days, they forgot to tell us that someone had it rented for that day starting at 11:30 a.m.
They can't do that.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So we had to take our U-Haul truck back, and we didn't get a refund until like the week after, I think. But we got a refund on the extra mileage that we paid, that my dad and stepmom paid for.
Alright.
So after starting from when my dad told me about that, we were scrambling to call people, trying to get people to help us bring their trucks over, because we had furniture, we still had some furniture to move, and we had a bunch of appliances that we needed to move too.
Yeah.
So we called up a bunch of people. A bunch of people said they might be able to help, but it would have been the next day for most of them. So. Then let's see. We got my grandpa on my dad's side to come and help. He couldn't bring his truck because there was something wrong with it. I can't remember what it was. There's something wrong with his truck. But my stepmom has a friend who works with her at Dollar General, and his name is Sean, and he brought his truck over that day to help us move.
Mm-hmm.
So with that truck, we got my bed and my desk loaded up and moved to the house. We also got all the rest of my shit, like my computer stuff and all that, and all my boxes all moved into my room. Then I think we moved some more stuff. I can't remember what.
Alright.
We moved some more boxes probably, and after a few hours of moving, Sean had to go, so we were truckless again. So we kind of just started packing the SUV and our car full of boxes, to bring over there. And my dad started calling a bunch of places looking for a smaller U-Haul truck, or any kind of U-Haul truck at all that we could use. And I think he found a place that night. I can't remember if he found a place that night or a U-Haul truck that night or the next morning. But yeah, we ended up getting one.
That's good.
Yeah. So I told you guys to remember the thing about the storage space, about the garage, the huge ass
Yeah.
garage. Well, we had a lot of our furniture moved in. Like we had my desk, we had our chairs, our tables, and all that. We had all the shit in my room moved in to the house, but we didn't have our appliances. And this house came with appliances like a stove, a refrigerator, and all that shit like dishwasher. No, it didn't come with the dishwasher. We had to bring ours.
Dishwasher.
Yeah. No, a washer and dryer is what I meant to say.
Okay.
So it came with all that. But we wanted to bring our appliances because we're not going to live here forever and we don't want to have to buy new ones. So the plan was that we'd bring our appliances last or near the last of moving and put them in the garage. Well, the landlady, that fucking bitch,
Yeah.
has had no contact with us this entire time. And that day, like, we called her because the day that we told her that we asked her about the garage, whenever we first went to look at the house, we asked her about the garage and we use it for storage space. She said that she had some stuff in there, but we could use whatever space is left to store stuff. She said she was going to give us the keys to the garage.
Yeah.
She never did. And we called her, we went to her house, we texted her, we tried so hard to get in contact with her, but she was nowhere to be found.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So, my parents were pissed. So,
Hey.
this huge ass garage that was one of the selling points of this house because we needed the storage space. We still can't access because we still don't have a key.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, break into your own garage.
It's funny that you say that because we had to, in order to store the appliances, this is like after we'd actually had everything moved in. After we were done moving, we still had our appliances like out on the backyard.
Yeah.
We actually had to call, we called her, but her husband picked up their home phone and he brought over a key.
Oh.
So that was cool of him, but he brought over a key. And the funny thing, the reason why I thought that was funny that you said to break in was he actually said that you needed to change the locks on that thing because it was easy to break into the place. So I was like, well, all right, I'll keep that in mind, write that down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you didn't.
No.
Should've.
Yeah. So day 3 was the day that we got the smaller U-Haul, which was we cannot fit really that much stuff in it, but we loaded up our unimaginably heavy ass couch. Holy shit, that thing was we had to take it apart because the middle is like the couch has like a massage thing and all the the mechanical parts are in the middle of the couch, so we had to take the middle out because that's like the heaviest part. We had to take that off and like take it apart and all that shit and put it in the U-Haul, and it was so fucking heavy. But with it all put together, me and my dad tried to lift that thing and it was not going anywhere. It was awful.
Yeah.
Ugh. What else? So
What else?
we loaded up the U-Haul with the rest of our furniture and all that shit. We had a bunch of boxes that we didn't know what to do with. We just threw them in there.
Alright.
So this is where we're kind of getting everything finished up. I think the only thing we have or had to move after all that furniture, I think that was the day we moved the appliances too. Yeah, we moved the appliances and the furniture that day, which was exhausting.
Man, I don't even think it was this stressful when we moved.
Not even moving from Peoria, Illinois to Clinton, Indiana was this stressful. Like, we just had all of our shit in one truck, brought it over to your house, and you actually, some of your friends came over and helped us move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like real easy. Yeah.
Lay back. Lay back.
But after doing all that crap, we had a bunch of trash bags that was full of garbage and stuff, and like boxes and shit that we just did not want. So we had a pile of trash bags. No, like it was trash, like broken things and dirty things and disgusting things.
Junk sale.
So we needed another truck, and it was like really late at night. It was like at least 2 a.m. I think, 2 or 3 a.m. And we needed a truck to move all this trash to a dumpster, and we asked my aunt, or my step aunt, I guess, and I don't want to get into it, but her husband is literally the biggest piece of shit I have ever met on this planet, and he
You haven't been to Mars yet, though.
He was like, he had these like rims or something like that in the back of his truck, and as soon as we asked my aunt if we could borrow her truck, by the way, she paid for the truck. He didn't pay for her shit. Her name is on the truck, but it's his truck apparently. So he has rims in there that he hasn't like put on his truck yet, and it's in the back, like the bed of his truck. He was worried about us scratching it up, and it pissed me off so much. Oh my god, fucking hate that guy so much. So we get all the shit loaded, all the trash loaded, and we take it to a dumpster. We had to go to like 4 different dumpsters because some of them were locked, some of them were full. And, yeah. We dumped all the trash out. We took the truck back, and not even kidding, she complained about some scratches that couldn't have been us because there was nothing like heavy or pointy in any of our trash bags. Like it was all just trash, like cardboard, paper, plastic.
Hey, that stuff is very not useful, right? You have to keep that. You cannot. You have to throw that away. Keep it. Mixed messages, huh?
So there was scratches on the bed of his truck, whatever, and she complained about it to my stepmom, and she was pissed. But yeah. Then day 4, the final day of moving. Basically, we spent all day from like early in the morning. This was Sunday. Early in the morning, all the way to like 4 a.m. on Monday. Like cleaning, and I think we may have had a few more boxes, but I think most of it was just cleaning and shit.
Cleaning shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Our house was pretty dirty.
Dirty.
It was cleaning. And when we finally got done, like we started 9 a.m. on Thursday and ended on 4 a.m. Monday. The next
Jesus,
week.
wait, you packed for that long?
Yeah, we packed and cleaned the house.
For that long?
Yeah.
God, that must have been boring.
Oh, it was awful. Like, it was just non-stop work. It was non-stop work. It was just hot as hell. Most of the time, it was just me and Dad, so it was really difficult to get all that shit done. There was just so many things going wrong as well. Like, we didn't have the keys to the garage like we wanted to. We didn't know what we were gonna do with our appliances. We didn't know if we could put them anywhere. We actually had to what was it? There was some kind of... Oh, we had to change... Like, we had to use the bed that was already there for my parents' bed because their box, like...
Box spring?
Yeah, that thing. Wouldn't fit down the stairs to their bedroom. So we had to use, like, the one that was already there. What else? It just felt like everything was going wrong whenever it could have gone, or whenever it could, yeah. Anything that could go wrong pretty much went wrong. We're constantly
What are you
working.
doing, Donovan?
I tried singing a song about what Steven said.
We got our asses kicked. Like, I especially got my ass kicked by everything we were moving. I got, like, bruises all over. I got my hands scratched up all over the place. We didn't have a shower the entire time that we were moving, because all our soap was packed up.
Hey guys, you wanna go swimming? The fucking pool's overfilling.
I was
It's gonna
so
overfill.
tired, and like my feet hurt so much that I remember on the last day that we were moving, I looked at my stepmom and I was like, you know, this move has made me
Killed ya?
question if I have ever actually experienced real pain in my life, because I was so sore and tired. Like, I want to point out, every day we worked from early in the morning to early in the morning the next day, and we got at most like six hours of sleep each day.
Yesterday.
What?
I said I woke up yesterday.
That's good. I also woke up yesterday.
No way, me
Yeah, but
too.
You haven't been asleep yet either?
No, I have, but I woke up yesterday
Oh,
morning.
no. Well, everybody wakes up yesterday and today.
What?
Unless you die.
Or
your
you're in a
sleep.
coma.
Hey, you can wake
Both
up
possibilities.
dead. Scary movie says.
Wake up dead.
Yeah, you haven't seen a scary movie, have you?
Yeah, I
have.
know what you're referencing.
I know what he's referencing to, but it doesn't make sense.
How do you wake up dead?
Bitch, I woke dead.
Oh, God,
Oh,
stop
oh,
burping.
that stinks.
Alright,
Oh,
so
come on, don't
stop
talk
burping.
to how it smells.
so now that we're done with me bitching about moving, we're gonna take like a 3 to 5 minute break.
Yeah, because that took
Way,
an hour.
way ahead of you.
It didn't take an hour,
I'll break
actually.
down.
We talked a bunch of stuff before I started bitching. But yeah, we're at the hour mark. It's time to take a break. And when we come back, I will end my bitching with bitching about the internet.
How me and Steven are gonna conquer the world.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we both got really good internet now. So we're gonna conquer the web.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, be right back. Welcome back to Cheeze-Cast, everyone. In the first half of this show, I bitched and I laid down the law, I guess. What the fuck was that?
Hello?
Boop, boop. Oh, we lost Donovan for a second, alright. Oh, that sounds lovely.
What?
Yeah, really.
What?
Donovan, what happened?
With what?
You
How
sound...
far are you moving away from your house?
How far am I moving away from my house?
Yeah, because your connection is crap right now.
Yeah.
Because I used you guys were too quiet, so I Bluetoothed the speaker.
Why would you
Oh,
do
you
that?
sound terrible.
Okay, that's better, I think.
How
Yeah,
about now?
Better, much better.
Yeah, so
Fine, I
much
won't use
better.
my Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, you ass.
I'll just hook you to my 6.1 surround sound then.
You know, we're probably gonna have to do this for a recording, so what you're gonna have to do is you're probably gonna have to, like, if you just get like headphones for your phone.
Well, do these things have a microphone in them? No. Get stop fucking attacking me.
Well, actually, the like default iPhone ones, some of them do. Some of them have microphones in them.
Whoa, what?
What the fuck?
There's a
What?
fucking motorcycle.
Yeah, some of them have headphones in them. Bro.
Wait, you driving a motorcycle in this car?
It was
I don't
outside.
know. I thought it was you, Matt.
My house is literally like right on a very busy road, and motorcycles go up and down this thing all the time. There's also a train like not too far away from my backyard. So
I thought Matt was trying to be a badass here, and he was like, Bob.
Yeah, I brought my Oh,
Like,
I brought my
screw you guys.
motorcycle into the car. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so my bitching about internet will not be nearly as long as my bitching about moving. I would just like to talk about some grievances about the process of getting our internet, and what the fuck happened.
To what? To what? What happened to what?
Yeah, I could hear myself over
Wait,
yours.
you seriously can?
I could earlier.
Oh,
Whatever.
Well, I think
It's okay now. I'm just gonna ignore
Okay.
it. It just didn't happen. So yeah.
So confused.
First things
for
first.
you guys.
The thing I told you guys to remember about the internet, how I told my dad, hey, we should probably call ahead because it's probably going to take a week or two. And my
Oh, yeah,
dad
you
was
told
like,
your
no,
dad.
it's only going to take 2 or 3 days. So, came the day that my dad, like, we finally got everything situated, we wanted to get enough space around the TVs. Like, we have a little area downstairs. There's a TV. We wanted cable down there. We want cable in my parents' room. We want cable in the living room. I don't want cable because I don't watch TV. I just want internet. And I told them, like, we were like our office is still, or their office is still full of boxes. It just has just enough room to get to the computer. And before then, it was even more full. And the computer wasn't set up, and like the desk wasn't set up either. And I was like, well, I want this internet as soon as possible. I know you guys want the cable as soon as possible. How about we just set up like the modem and all that in my room, and it'll be fine. Like, it won't hinder your guys' internet. It'll just give me really good internet, and we'll get it faster. And my dad and my stepmom were like, all right, we'll do that. So then came the day that, like, after we got everything moved out of the way, my dad called.
Okay.
I'm sitting there, like, early in the morning. I'm sitting there next to my dad while a movie's going. I think it was like, this is not related, but I'm legitimately trying to remember what movie it was. I think it was Big Hero 6 because I've watched that movie a lot. I like that movie.
I haven't finished watching that movie. I started, but I didn't finish it.
It's good. I love it.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's an animated movie. It's really good.
Well, it's not anime. It's animated.
I said animated.
Sounded like you said anime.
My apologies. So,
Better.
I'm sitting here next to my dad, and I hear him talking to this person. He's like, oh yeah, that'd be a perfect day. And I was like, awesome, it's gonna be a few days, like he said. And he's like, Friday? And I was like, okay, it's gonna be a few more than 3 days, because it was like Tuesday or something like that, or when, I can't remember what day it was, but I was like, alright, it's only gonna be a few more days. And then, he gets off the phone and says, well, it's not gonna be here till next Friday. And I look at him, I'm like, huh, you know what? I could have sworn that someone, like, called this. I just don't know what it is that's making me feel this way, but I feel like someone called this, saw this happening.
What was his response?
I'm pretty sure you just told me to shut up.
I would too.
So, oh my
What keeps
God.
happening? Do you guys keep going quiet, or?
I'm going quiet, yeah, and Matt's being a good listener.
Yeah, as I do.
So after this, I was just so frustrated, and the coming week of waiting for internet, I basically, the only things I could do, only things I could get myself to do would be watch movies, which I don't really like watching movies, because all the movies we have I've seen, and there are very few movies that I watch more than twice. I didn't want to draw or animate. I didn't want to draw, I didn't really want to do anything. I don't want to play any games, because all the games I could play were just games that weren't fun by myself, or I just didn't want to play, I guess. And it was so stressful. I almost lost my mind the day before we got internet and shit, because it was just so close. and I literally like screamed. I shut my door and I screamed and punched my pillow because I was so angry about something. I can't remember what I was so angry about.
You were so mad
but
about
God
it.
damn.
What life is like when you don't have the internet to distract you.
I was so angry all day, all that day, and I would like I did this in one of my later episodes of Metro Fusion.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be uploaded for like a couple weeks, I think. It's like
Oh, wow.
it's like episode 11 or 12 of the show or the series, and I did a whole episode dedicated to talking about basically why internet's important to me, and I stated before I went into this topic that I understand why someone will hear me complain about not having internet. They're like, "Oh, just go outside, you lazy ass," or "That's not a big deal." I understand why people think that. I do.
Yeah.
However, I would like people to understand my situation. In the beginning of the year, I moved from Peoria Heights, Illinois, to Mattoon, Illinois, in order to live with my dad and finish high school on homeschooling. I left pretty much all the friends that I have, that I can, talk to in person. So for the past few months, I've had little to no, every day I'm, alone all day on my computer. And I don't have anyone else, motivating me or, inspiring me. I have to find ways to inspire myself. So the entire time I didn't have internet, I didn't have anything to inspire myself. I didn't want to draw. I didn't want to animate. I didn't want to play video games. I didn't want to do any of the things that I love to do. And every day was darker without internet because it was a serious thing. It was depressing as shit. Every single day that I went without internet because I couldn't watch any YouTube videos. And YouTube videos, like the Game Grumps, Markiplier, Jesse Cox, The Creatures, whoever the fuck I watch, brighten my day and make me happy. They're a huge part of my day-to-day activities, and they not only made me happy, made my day brighter, they inspired me, they made me forget about all the bad things, all the terrible things in the world, and made me once again think that that the world is a beautiful place. So I had all that taken away for an entire week. And that is why I almost lost my mind without internet, and that's why internet is so important to me, and why it was so terrible when I didn't have it. I just wanted to make that clear to some people who, I understand why people would say it's not that big of a deal, because their situation probably...
everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
If I was...
Internet.
If I was living with Donovan still, and we didn't have internet...
I'm pretty sure you'd lose your mind sooner.
Well, no, because, me and Donovan did things, outside of the house. Now,
people.
I don't have anything... I don't have anyone to do that with around here. I don't know anyone. So, I can't do that.
We walked around, we rode bikes.
Oh, yeah, riding bikes was awful.
That was awful.
That was an awful experience because my bike I had was extremely heavy and the tires were flat. So
yeah, it was like this. It was one of them. Now really rare. I think no, not really rare. Slightly rare. X Games dirt bikes.
Oh.
Yeah, and someone stole the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Mhm.
Yep.
Someone stole it out of Donovan's garage after I had already moved out.
That sucks.
Yep. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. I apologize for getting on a serious topic, but I just wanted to make that clear for everyone. that everyone's situation is different, and oh my god, I'm going into a tirade that I went on my depression video that I uploaded today. So go check it out.
Depression. Go check out my video.
I'll keep it short. All I'll say is that I mentioned in the video that everyone's problems are real problems because they're problems to them. Like other people.
First world or third world, they're all problems.
Yeah, exactly. They're all legitimate problems. It doesn't matter how big or small you think they are, or how much you think your problems are more important than theirs. They're still problems, and you should treat them as such. So yeah.
Such as
Serious stuff. Now we can get on to talking about y'all.
y'all.
Yeah.
Alright, Donovan, you can go ahead and go first.
It's funny because Donovan told me before the show that, like, oh, I haven't been doing nothing.
Nothing besides playing on Feed the Beast Monster.
Oh, we'll talk about that then.
Yeah, I just lost all my crap because the server is glitched. 2 whole fucking chunks.
Ouch.
Yeah, I had. Here, let's see. I can go look. I wrote it down. I had 3,500 plus of every resource,
Jeez.
and I lost it all. And I had a few big reactors, a bunch of hard drives I lost, and now people are complaining about lag.
Oh, wait, do you host a server?
No.
Oh.
You
You're
mod
gonna be
a
complaining
server?
about lag.
Because it's laggy. The server's
on-
being weird.
Are you a moderator then?
Am I? No. I'm just a player.
Oh, okay.
But I'm really good friends with the owner of the server and the owner of Breeny.com or whatever. So, I asked him if I can get a good deal on other servers for like Terraria, Minecraft, and I told him if you heard of Rising World, see if he can get me a server in that.
That'd be fantastic because I want to play that game.
Then I'd be able to set us up servers.
You talked it up pretty big, so
Yeah,
dude.
and talked about it every day.
yeah.
Well, I haven't played it in like 5 months or fucking ever.
No. 5 months.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been 5 months.
Yes. It's been 6
It's
years.
been 42 years. Back in 1973.
Been about 15 decades.
I think that was actually accurate. Hold on a second. I think I did my math right.
Did you
by
say
accident.
43?
I said 42, and I said 1973.
Yeah. I think that's 1972.
Oh, yeah. Look at me being subconsciously good at math.
Yeah.
Fancy Steven. Oh no, everyone's leaving because of the crash.
Okay. Well, thank you, Donovan.
Oh no! Hey, I told you I had nothing. I mean, I don't know. What do you want? I'm
All right.
boring right now.
You to be interesting.
Matthew,
boring.
you've been busy with things.
Huh?
You've been busy with things that haven't let you play video games.
Yes, he's grounded.
Yeah, I've actually generally not been playing video games as of late. I've been doing other things.
Yeah.
Like
Other things.
masturbating.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you too?
Everybody.
Yeah,
I hate to keep...
literally, that's all I've done since I got the computer taken away. Masturbate. Day
hate-
in, day out.
I hate to keep doing this, but that reminds me of the day that we, like, after the cable guy left and installed our internet. I walked out of my room after using the internet for a while, and I walked up to my dad and I was like, "Hey, you want to know what the best things about now, like having internet now, is?" And at the same time, we both said porn.
Porn.
Dude,
We
if I
high-fived.
had to go like that long without like internet porn for, like, I'm pretty sure I would just resort to mental imaging.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it's like you have to scour DVDs to find something.
Yeah,
Uh,
like
Yeah.
a movie with like maybe a girl with like a shirt that's cut a little too low.
Yeah, or wet T-shirt,
Yeah.
or
Or
it's
you
a
could
really
be
tight outfit.
really old-fashioned and get like a magazine.
It's funny because I actually used to have a Kate Upton picture on my computer, and
Oh.
like I remember I had it because Donovan, like we played that one game where we were all characters and we had to try to figure out who we were, and Donovan asked, "Who the hell's Kate Upton?" Because that was Matt's character, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent him a picture and I was like, "That's who Matt is," and yeah, I had that on my computer for a while, but apparently I deleted it because I went on my computer looking for that and I was like, "Shit!"
Why
Poor
Why
Steven
you
has no
post?
material. Lack
Anywho,
of material.
other than pornography, Matt, what else has kept you from video games?
Porno. That's not what kept him away.
Isn't that just enough? Well, I've started biking,
Ooh.
which I've been loving. It's been
You're
fun.
biking?
Yeah, I've been biking.
Donovan is a veteran.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm a veteran. What you trying to do?
Well, I've mainly just been like it's like exploring the area around my house because like I didn't
Well,
really
what
yeah. Too
what
much
wheels
before.
you got?
Wheels I got? I don't know any of the specifics.
What bike do you have?
I don't know that either.
Wait, really?
I haven't really looked too much into it. I kind of just hop on and go out.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna have to
I-
look into it because I screwed it up. I'll get to that later. Yeah, so I've been pretty much just exploring the area. I nearly died at one point because I'm
Ooh, Matt
Not very
almost
smart.
died. Ooh.
yeah. So what is it? I decided to go like really far one day. Like I want to explore a place I haven't been to yet, and it was like it was pretty much I had to go onto like this busy roadway. I had to like ride the side of it, and yeah, and I had to see wherever that took me.
Mhm.
But now today was also really, really hot,
Mhm.
like extremely hot,
Yeah.
and I didn't drink water beforehand
Why?
because I'm retarded.
Okay.
And that'll be important a little bit later. I'm taking a note from your book, Steven.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be so.
what the hell was that?
What?
I don't know. I heard like a slamming door sound effect or something.
I don't know.
Wasn't in my house.
So I was riding my bike. I went left. I went right, and I went some other directions, and then I was lost.
Mhm.
And so I'm kind of just wandering around on my bike, and it's really hot, and I'm like dying. And so I'm like, okay, I need to figure out a way to get home. I'm like, I know. I'll use my manly sense of directions to bring up. And my directions pointed me to a forest.
Awesome. You're home.
And
It was telling you that's your true home, your spirit home.
yeah, and I
You-
lived in the woods for
That
a
loves
while.
in woods.
And I befriended some owls.
Exactly.
So, and I found a way into the woods, like through like a cul-de-sac with that had like this janky wooden steps down that I could not get back up with my bike if I tried.
You had a cold sack.
So I was pretty much stuck down in the forest at that point. So I'm like, oh well, no going back now. So
Oh god.
I'm down
If you
there, and it looked like a little path heading towards the direction I wanted to go. So I'm like, I was right. I knew it.
Aha!
Aha.
I actually am a
but
genius.
But that path kind of ended very soon.
Huh.
And so I'm like, well, what now? So
Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave your bike, run.
Yeah, no, I couldn't even do that because like,
The
it
bike
was
has
so
been-
heavily forested.
The bike has been leading you astray. And whispering
But I
lies in
wasn't
your
about to
ears.
leave that biker behind because I'm pretty sure it was my dad's anyway.
Wait. You're biking on a not professional bike?
No, it wasn't professional at all. I kind of wish it was though because that would have helped me out a good bit. So,
Well, they're expensive.
huh?
I said they're very expensive.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why I don't have one. I'm a bit too poor for expensive things. So I'm wandering around the forest now, wondering how do I get back to the place I was before because I knew there was no way to get to my house through the forest. So I decided to follow a creek because there was a creek next to me. I followed that for like, I don't know, half a mile. And I came upon like, was a falling tree. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just step into this. And I take my first step on it. The freaking tree disintegrates underneath my foot. And like I look down, and there's literally hundreds of bugs all over my legs.
Oh,
and
God.
Like, nope,
Oh, no.
nope. And I freaking run like hell through the forest along the creek for like another half a mile. I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention that time. I was mainly just focusing on saving my life.
They're gonna eat you.
I'm out of there, and I'm like, I just stop to run, and I look around, panting, and I see wood, like from a tree. I'm like, yes, civilization.
Civilization.
And so I stop, and I'm like, okay, I think so. There must be a way to get back home nearby. Because, I mean, people wouldn't just run into, like, the forest through a bunch of vegetation to cut a piece of tree and leave it.
Yes.
So, I look around, I walk, like, a few feet forward, and then I see there's, like, a pathway across the creek. Well, not so much a pathway, but, like, kind of like a dirt valley. Like
The Dirt Valley?
Yeah.
Sounds like a real place.
The only way I could get across there. So,
Sounds like a real place.
Yeah, it really does. So, I went across that with my bike, and at the top of the valley was a lot of vegetation and stuff, so I gotta ford my way through that. And, like, I kind of, like, do tall hops, or, like, high skipping. Because I have bugs on my legs.
High skipping.
I skip through the grass.
I don't have a problem with bugs, as long as they don't touch me.
Yeah, but that was my problem.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't want any ticks or anything on my
Ew,
legs.
ticks are nasty.
Yeah, because I was wearing shorts, so it was disgusting. And so so I get to a little opening area, and I see houses. And I'm like,
Suburbia.
yes, home. I'm so happy. I'm also dying still because no water. I'm like kind of like stumbling around, and I look up, and I see that
a dragon has appeared.
Yeah,
Dolores took you back in time.
I flew so dumb, and I kill him.
Of course.
And I realized the way to get up the hill, like, because it was like a gigantic, steep hill in order to get up to the houses. And, like, I'm like, how do I get up this? But I noticed that the way the people decided would be good stairs is an assortment of cut logs protruding from the hill. And I'm like, oh god, no.
That sounds very safe.
It was not. I was looking around for any other options, but everything else was covered by trees. And so I'm like, okay.
Walk up dead trees or covered trees?
They were just big trees, and like, what is it? Bushes and thorns and pain.
Thorns
So
suck.
essentially the wilderness. So I'm like, okay, all right, one last stretch. And so I pick up my bike, and I hop on the first log, and I hop on the second log. I feel like extreme Frogger is happening right now.
Yeah.
And it was so scary because every single time I jumped on a log, it wiggled a bit.
Oh.
No.
Then it rolls. And then it rolls
If
you
I
back
would've
to the
fallen-
when you started.
Yeah, if I would have fallen, I was like too weak to even like get up after that.
Oh.
I was so scared.
How are you
You've been
like?
dead.
How are you holding your bike?
I was holding it with one hand
Mm.
and like keeping my balance with the other hand.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
the mountaineer pose.
Yeah, sort of. And
Oh boy.
so I make it up. I make it up like the first 4 logs. This is like 6 logs. Cause this is a big hill.
Oh,
Your legs feel like jelly yet?
No, the adrenaline was keeping me going.
Oh, good.
And so I noticed like at the top of the logs, it was like there was 2 more, and the next one was pretty straightforward. Then the next one after that was far
crooked.
to the left because there was a bush in front of the second one.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, how?
Walk.
I couldn't walk because the freaking hill is so
Gotta
steep.
Hulk out and just heave that bike.
I wasn't about to
hill.
leave the bike.
No, heave it. Not leave
Oh,
it.
heave it.
Yeah, throw
I
that
couldn't
shit
leave it,
to the
like-
top of the hill.
Unless I could
Just-
throw it
Rah!
and then forward like a boomerang, I was not getting that bike up the hill. So I decided, like, I jumped up to the first log. I'm like, okay. And like, how is it? Actually, I did heave it. I heaved it forward a little, and like I landed it because like the hilltop was very close by now.
Mm-hmm.
So I heave it up there, but like it hasn't left my hand, so like I'm like kind of holding onto it with my left hand, like at the very edge.
Yeah.
Like I had to keep it there so it didn't roll down the hill.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, not a good storytelling. Okay, please.
I
don't
thought, no, just I'm hungry.
Yeah, tiredness does that to you. I'm hungry as hell too.
So, I'm like, okay, and I like stretch as far as my fat legs could take me, and I'm like doing near splits on the log right now, and I'm just like, to like heave the rest of my body over to the second log. I let out an audible yell, like it was a Dragon Ball or something. I'm like,
You just had to go Super Saiyan, chuck that bike.
yeah, and I'm like, and it took like 10 seconds to like get my body all the way over there while keeping the bike still, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there. I'm like, yes. I run up the rest of it because it kind of like evened out.
Yeah.
And I'm like on plain grass again. And I'm like, yes.
You threw up.
I freaking puked. Like all over that person's fine grass.
You know, as you were like after you said that you found like you saw houses, like I pictured you coming out, like you getting out of that forested area onto someone's yard. You're like, where the fuck am I? There's like this moving truck in the yard, and then I just hop out of the moving truck and I look back and I'm like, Matt? And it's like, Steven? Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I've adventured
I went
so
for a
long.
walk.
I must
What?
have ran pretty far from those bugs.
God damn.
So yeah, I
You want chicken Alfredo?
oh boy, do I. So my mac and cheese I had earlier was laying down on the ground from me, which was my
Oh.
only energy source left.
Oh, you had mac and cheese?
Yeah, and I could tell that's what it was because it wasn't even digested.
Ew.
There are very few foods that will agree with your stomach after a jog or a run.
Yeah, and that is not one of them.
Mm.
And so, like, I'm like grateful to be alive,
Mhm.
but also wondering how I get through the next part because I am lost. I am completely lost at this point. and I'm looking around. I'm in a cul-de-sac, by the way. I came out in another cul-de-sac, funny enough.
Of course.
Like,
It's still a cul-de-sac.
I don't know what it is with cul-de-sacs and their entrances to lost forests, but
Enchanted woods and shit.
That'd take you back in time to Skyrim,
yeah.
so you can drag
Well, I
it
guess
out.
it's pretty commonplace in Virginia.
Skyrim.
Yeah. So I'm looking around and I just like start moving forward, kind of like stumbling a bit because I have to get out of another hill, but it's like not as big of a hill. It's like I walk up the sidewalk up it. I would have loved to ride my bike down it, but can't.
Yeah.
And when I get to the top of the hill, I see a car drive by, and I'm like kind of like I've got like it's kind of weird look in my eye. I'm just like, and the guy looks at me from the driver's seat like, and I noticed that I passed this dude on my way over here. So I'm like,
Friend!
Tell me
And
how to
so-
get back, friend.
but he just drove off, and I'm like, no.
Come back!
And then I'm like, okay, thanks.
He sees you, shows you a map, flips you off, drives off.
Gives you a quick glimpse of the map. Doesn't even like point anywhere on the map like where you are. Just like, here's a map. It might even be the same state. It's just like a map of Wisconsin. And it's like, here you go. Bye.
Fuck you.
Peace,
Yeah,
bitch.
so I'm looking, I'm thinking that, okay, so he's driving that way, and I saw him at his house earlier, so he's got to be leaving somewhere. So I'm like, okay, 2 and 2 together. I go the opposite way he was driving, and lo and behold, I find the place I already passed, and I'm like, yes! But that was still like miles away from my house. So,
Ha!
and like,
Ha!
I'm still dying.
Good.
So I backtrack from where I was, and then I come out into the what is it? The
Abyss.
No, not the abyss.
Damn.
The big road that cars were like zooming past on.
Oh,
Highway.
And,
Almost
and I'm
there.
like, okay, right or left?
oh shit.
And
This could
I'm-
make
I'm
or break you.
thinking, I'm thinking like, it's gotta be left, right? Left, yeah.
It's gotta be left,
And
right?
I remember,
Right, left.
I remember my manly intuition of direction led me into a death forest. So I'm like, no, it's
wait.
gotta be right.
Wait. I shouldn't listen to myself.
Yeah,
I should
so,
listen to nothing. I'm
so
walking
I go right for like
this way.
4 miles, like up this gigantic hill.
Oh
'Cause,
god.
Virginia is just literally the worst place when you want flat ground.
Ooh.
And so I like trek my way up there, and I see nothing that's familiar, and I'm like, oh god. And I look around, and I keep going for a little bit longer until I reach a street sign, and I'm like, that's not where I came from.
Oh no.
No.
You should have listened to your manly intuition.
So
This is not the right
I actually
place.
let out like my first like scream of like, damn it!
There's a kid in
Flip my
the
bike
front yard.
around.
There's a child playing with his toys in the front yard. And it starts crying.
Yeah, so, but I was also kind of, I was a little relieved though because I came up a giant hill, so I was able to ride my way back down most of it, which
Ooh.
was so needed.
Mm.
And
Sit back
Like,
and let
I
the
get back to where I
Jesus take the
was
wheel.
when I initially left the forest hellhole. Well, not there, but like when I came out into the roadway.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, now this way. Now, the place was shaped like kind of like a U, like the area I was at. So I just came down a hill, so I gotta go up another hill.
And then it turned to a V.
Yeah, and then a W, then an L.
I'm trying to enhance your
Landscape.
story for you. I'm helping your. I'm trying to enhance your story for you.
So then I start climbing up the hill again, and I'm like literally stumbling and like
Rocks,
Every,
boulders are falling.
Shut up.
and I like take refuge in the shade for a few minutes every few minutes,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Water.
I'm looking around. I mean, like
Water.
I'm in a daze, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was gonna start hallucinating any
Oh,
second
God.
now. And I'm thinking like, okay, how, what? But okay, I need to find water somehow. And then I thought, oh wait, there are tons of cars driving beside me. Maybe
You're gonna
Like-
drink the gas.
maybe if I drink the gas. I was like, maybe if I show my expression outwards towards the road of pure death, someone will feel pity on me. So,
All I can see is just like random people driving a car, calm, like heading to work or back from work, seeing this kid was like,
yeah, looking like a cat.
It's like. You
they call
actually
it cops.
cough dust.
Yeah, they call the cops on me. They come in.
We have this
beat me with batons.
Crackhead.
Like, I want water.
There's this druggie on the side of the road.
Stop resisting arrest.
Not resisting, I'm dying.
So
Put
I'm
your
like,
hands in your head. It's like, I need water. Take him down. Take him down.
So I'm like praying to God, please someone notice me. And
Notice me, senpai.
And while someone's driving by, someone rolls down their window and tosses out a water bottle and keeps driving. And I'm like, no way! I drop my bike and little fucker, and I pick it up and it's empty. And I look up to the clouds and I'm like, oh, thanks a lot!
My head hurts.
Really helped me.
Fuck
you.
Oh, you poor thing.
That's so fucking funny.
So I just have to, I'm like, after I'm done yelling at the sky and getting weird looks for drivers.
You know, it would be an accurate statement to say that that person was worse than Hitler, because at least Hitler recycled.
Yeah, really. and so like, I continue walking up the hill.
Oh my god.
And I come across another water bottle, but it's filled with tobacco and spit. And I'm like, oh.
Drink up.
Look at it like, should I?
Drink up and get cancer.
I was actually seriously contemplating it because
Oh,
I was
God, no.
mid-passing out.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm like,
not
no,
worth
no, I have dignity.
It's not worth it.
So I keep going up the hill for like another mile or two, like dying, and I get to the top of it. I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize this place. And it was like the initial roadway I left on. And I'm like, could it be? And I'm like, yes! And I cross it.
I lived!
People are like looking at me like stumbling across it. And like I get on my bike for a second to ride across because I'm like, yes! And I got like adrenaline energy again. And as soon as I get across the road to the other side, because I had to like ride along this like kind of wall on like a patch of grass. I fell down off my bike, and like people were just looking at me like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like,
There's a dying kid inside the road.
well, no one actually called out, "Are you all right?" But they kind of looked it.
Of course.
Then they kept driving.
Yeah. Is he dead? Oh no, forget.
I laid on the
Not
floor
yet.
for like a minute, like a literal minute, just soaking up more UV rays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't give up now.
You're
I'm
so close.
And so I get up, I pick up my bike, and I just like, and I stumble even more for like a third of a mile, I think.
About third.
And then I see like the entrance to my block.
You pray.
He starts crying. Yes.
Like, and it was also down a hill into my block too, so it was
Sweet
like
dreams are made of tears. Who am I to disagree?
and so right down.
Thank you, Donovan.
I ride down the hill, and I get back down. I get in around my house, open up my gate, put my bike away, walk up to my patio, knock on the door, and my parents come to the door, and I'm like, "Where have you been?" And I'm like, and they're like,
like breathing in dust particles, like.
I walk, I run in, and my parents were like, "You've been gone for a while. Where have you been?" And I literally just ignore them and sprint to the sink and like turn it on and like shove my face under it.
You almost like choke, like almost suffocate. Or you almost
I, like,
drown in the
No,
sink.
he makes it all the way home, so thirsty. He goes to get a drink of water.
They turned off our water.
He drowns.
Okay.
Yeah, I just drowned myself.
Or
You die.
your parent, like you go to turn on the sink and like a little splash of water comes out, and then your parents are like, "Oh, they had to turn off our water for like the next hour," and you're just like,
No, like I got like a stone cold look on my face and I like slowly turn towards them. I'm like, what? But yeah, so I guzzle down some water. I tell my parents about my escapades.
Okay.
My dad's like, neat.
Neat, you about died.
Neat.
My mom's like, you're never going out again.
My poor baby. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect for the situation, but it was like.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I had my
Nice,
mom
interesting
make me make
death
mac and
story.
cheese because I left most of it back on the adventure.
I was gonna say, like, this entire time that you've been saying this, I was just like picturing as soon as you get home, it turns out like no one's at your house.
Like
And,
I'm locked
like,
out.
No, like no one's at your house. You get in your house and no one's there, and it turns out that your town has actually been a lie, and it's like all the
I've
people.
been gone for like 40 years.
Yes,
Yes.
you've been in a coma in that. Like you've been in that forest. Like you fell down a hill or something like that and knocked yourself out and been in a coma.
Yeah, I was in an extreme coma.
That's
And
why
while I was
it
asleep,
felt like
the,
you were in there for
animals
so
and
long.
woodland creatures that I would proceed to kill and shake off my legs actually saved my life. The plot twist is real.
Wow.
So yeah, that was that. And then the next morning, I went to go pick up my little brother from school, and I decided to, like, you know what? I survived that. I can I can do pretty much anything with this bike. And I decided to try jump up on a curb, but the bike wasn't made for that. I'm not made for that. I hit the curb and I fell off my bike. I slammed my knee and
Fucking A.
I screwed up the bike.
The moral of the story is don't trust your gut and don't do new things.
And
Yeah.
don't ride bikes, I guess.
Don't try to exercise ever.
Yeah.
Don't try. Do not be healthy.
Exactly. It'll only
Yeah.
end in tears.
I didn't think anything was wrong with the bike too, because I picked it up and like I decided to what is it? I kept going on it. Didn't go over any new curbs, and there was like a hill again, because Virginia.
Mm.
And I go down it, and
Where's Virginia?
and I realized that the thing that was wrong with the bike is that something happened to the brake pressure. I don't know.
The brake pads.
But apparently, after a set distance, it breaks.
What?
Not like braking, but like stops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
And
were
so
saying
I'm
your
going down the
brake
hill, and
broke.
it freaking stops, and I fly off the bike again.
Ah!
The hill.
Well,
Uh,
don't use front brakes.
He
Especially
didn't do it
downhill.
on purpose, Donovan.
Luckily, it was a
Jeez.
grassy hill.
He did it on his own.
Oh.
So I'm like, Cal can walk himself home. And I leave the
Fuck
bike
'em.
there. And I just go home.
I do not judge you at all for that one.
Yeah.
I do that
So
too.
yeah, I need to fix it this weekend.
That same story is probably exactly what Matt's been through. Probably happened here because sometimes you find random broken bikes on the
Probably.
road or sidewalk.
Yeah.
They got lost, about died on a highway, decided to drink chew spit or not.
Said the people in your town probably would, because they have a lot lower standards.
Yeah, here's a bunch of drug people.
So, the only story I can think of, unless you're going to continue, Matt, I've only have one story.
I have other things that happened to me, but I'll save that for another time, because that took a long time.
I only have one story that can even, like, remotely relate to that, because it was on a bike, too, and I almost passed out as well. So, it's not new. It should be pretty short. So one day I had money on me. I wanted to go to the gas station. And I wanted to get out of the house, so I got my bike out of the garage and I decided to ride to the gas station. Not that far away. It's like a couple of blocks down the street.
Are you talking about here or where you're at?
In Mattoon,
Oh.
where I am right now. So I wanted to do that. Well, the humidity level was way the fuck up. The temperature was like 100 plus degrees, and I was not anywhere near a healthy diet, and I was not a person who drank water. I don't know if you guys know what water is, but I did not drink that. Apparently, it's good to drink that.
Neither do I.
So I did that in 100-degree weather, and the humidity level was way the fuck up. Riding my bike, I didn't exercise at all at that time. And when I got to the gas station, I was going there for Red Bull. I want to point out something very unhealthy. I was going there for Red Bull. So I grabbed my Red Bull, and I was walking to the line to, like, check out. I started getting dizzy. And I was like, oh, shit, what the fuck? I was like, oh, God, okay, so it's probably just a quick thing. It'll pass. Nope. I started to stumble a little bit. I went to the bathroom. I plopped down on the toilet, and I was like, oh, God. I cannot. So I sat there for like 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know how long it was. It felt like forever. So I sat there on the toilet for a while, and I called my dad at work, and I was like, Dad, I'm at the gas station. I can't walk home. I can't. He's like, wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? I rode
He probably thought you were drunk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was like, I rode my bike and I feel really dizzy. I can barely stand.
No, not that.
So he was like, what are you, and he kept asking me if I was okay, what's going on and all that, and eventually he came with the car. He put my bike. He came from work to get me from the gas station, and it wasn't until later that day that I realized it was like 100 degrees because I could not figure out why. It was like, it baffled me that happened, and I was like, why the fuck did that happen? And my dad, after he got off work, was like, it was like 100 degrees today. Are you stupid? And I was like, no. Yeah. Kinda. Yeah. And I went for Red Bull of all things.
Yeah, that is not what
I was like, I decided to be super healthy and skip water and drink Heart Murderer.
But yeah, that's like the only story I can think of that could relate to that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. So y'all can continue talking. I'm not gonna cut this out of the episode.
Matt,
Enjoy
Matt.
yourself.
Yeah.
He left us.
Huh?
Time
Yeah,
to do dance party. You ready?
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Everyone.
Everyone dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I sprang an ankle.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what are you doing, Matt? Don't grind on me.
You can't stop me.
Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Hey, someone on the server is stupid. They left the spider spawner behind. Na. While I'm dancing. Wait, what was it gonna say?
What?
I don't know. I went to go say something.
forgot what I was gonna say. Whoops. Everyone's something I was gonna say. Well, hey, that's what distractions. Trying to run through whatever the hell this place is. I don't know. It's an underground thingy-mabobber.
A thingy-mabobber?
Oh yeah, running around in an underground thingy-mabobber, and there's it's a dungeon of some sorts. Yes. And I was trying to get stuff, and I kept getting distracted because I was dancing and trying to get stuff. Oh no, he's back.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my poor
Let's go to
dogs.
that party.
So, apparently, like, the raid has been going on and off here, and my dogs were still outside, so they got, like, poured on, and I was in the bathroom, and I was like, all I heard was, and I was like, oh god, they got themselves tangled up again, or they're just whining because they really want to come in. This is fucking A. And I opened the door, and they're just sitting there, like, shaking and wet, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez, dude.
So I gave them 2 treats.
Aw.
That's
Up for there.
freezing to death. Two
Tournament.
treats.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not hot outside. It's hot as fuck. They just
Well-
really don't like getting wet. Like, that's the thing.
Yes. Well, some people do. But
Females. What's that clicking? I heard 2 clicks.
Not me.
possibly me.
I hear he's clicking. He's trying to edit. He's hacking this. The hell is that? Oh, he's playing Xbox.
Yeah.
That's not clicking. That's pushing.
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
So, what else can we talk about?
Well, I probably have more stories, unless you guys want to hear any more of that.
Oh, whoa. Don't know.
Guess we can just, like, I think we should talk a little bit more about, like, games. I know you said you haven't been playing that much, but...
I've been playing a little. I've been playing some Smite.
Alright.
Yeah, I went on a 10-game loss streak.
Oh, I remember that.
Which was very fun.
I remember those days.
Ye old days.
Mm-hmm.
It really sucked.
I think what I remember most about Smite is it was so stressful because not of the game, but of the people I had to work with on my team.
Oh yeah, they are not smarter. Like,
I was talking about our team. I was talking about our team.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure I could have dealt with the random people if it weren't
Whoa.
for our Smite team. Because holy shit, it was just the worst. Every tournament, like every tournament would be the same thing. Like sometimes we would get wrecked in the first round, or we would do okay and still lose. And every now and again, we would win by a landslide because we went against terrible teams.
Yeah.
And then every time we lost, everyone, well, at least I would say that me and you were the best people. Like when it came to not doing this, everyone else on the team would complain about what we did wrong and complain about how we lost and how there was no chance we were going to win. And
yeah, pretty terrible.
yeah, my thought process every time they said something like that, like where there was no chance we were going to win, I was like, well, in all honesty, we don't deserve to win any of these matches because we haven't practiced at all.
Yeah.
No matter how many times people said, oh, we need to practice more, we never did.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't understand some people's thought process.
Yeah.
Like,
It's reversed. Reverse thinking. You think don't think enough, and your brain explodes.
I think it was
I
that
thought
they
I just
were
confused you.
they were in it for whenever it was fun, but anytime it got hard or took extra effort, they were out.
Yeah,
Who?
that's like not. You can't do that.
Our Smite
Get
teams.
far?
Oh.
Yeah.
If you want to get far, you gotta
Work.
do whatever it takes.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
What?
Whatever the fuck you just said, that's what.
I sung a few seconds of a song.
Because
Because I think I know 100% sure the guy who sings that song will sue because he sounds like a douche.
I'm not even sure if he'll hear this.
Well, most rappers are stuck up pricks.
Yeah, a good amount of them.
Fed up with themselves. They eat each other all the time. Whew, someone's in my house.
What?
Trespasser.
Oh, I thought in real life. I'm like, what?
No, in Minecraft.
oh, someone's in my house.
Trespasser. Well, it's not a house, it's a fucking hole. Because
Oh,
the server
someone's in
got
my
wrecked.
house, and he jumps through the window.
Hello, I'm in your house now.
you're not in my house.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, I don't know. Are you guys? Would you guys do? Do you think Cheezy? Do you think they would like mass multiplayer Minecraft things modded?
Well, I mean, it depends on what we're doing.
It's not really full. People don't talk because they're just a bunch of no talkers. But
Like,
this server,
I don't think
it's mostly.
I don't think that if people are going to be watching us, I don't think they're going to be very picky about
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's pretty fun.
So-
I mean, I'm not a billionaire anymore, but
Yeah, I love big multiplayer servers. It's always fun.
it's not really big. It's
No.
top rated, but when we play, since we're in the U.S., most of the people that are supposed to play, not online,
Ah.
because it's nighttime. It sucks hardcore on the weekends, though. The weekenders is what we call them. They all show
Weekenders.
up. The weekenders
Yeah.
all show up.
Yeah, those are the 12 and 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
Everyone
like
in school.
the people in school. The weekenders show up and they swarm the server. It fucking crashes 24/7. I sit there and bitch at them. I was like, "Fucking leave!" And they're like, "We don't have to leave." I was like, "Weekenders."
Yeah,
I was like, "Go study." I sound like an old man.
Go
like-
study, you nerd.
work.
Go do your schooling. Get off here.
Do your schooling.
That's actually what I'm going to do after this podcast, is I'm going to do some schooling.
Oh,
You gonna
fun.
do schooling?
Because I should, after, if everything goes as planned, I should be graduated within about 2 more weeks from high school. Then I can start saving money for college.
Alright.
I forgot how much it's going to be. I think it was like $20,000 or $40,000.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Dang.
Actually, I can look this up because like it's the standard, like the average for a bachelor's degree.
Shoot, what?
Cost of bachelor's degree. Oh, that's not beach house. Bachelor's degree. Bachelorette party.
Oh.
The master beach house.
The Master Beach House.
Steven's upgrading.
So, from 2014 to 2015, the average for private colleges is $31,231
What?
for the whole course. Like that's the bachelor's degree is like anywhere from 2 to 4 years of schooling. For state residents at public colleges, so if I went to a public college here in Illinois, it would be $9,139.
Wow.
But for out-of-state residents attending public universities, it would be the average is $22,958. I don't know if my school is a public university or if it's a private one.
Ooh, private school.
Is it public or private? Hey, there's a Wikipedia article on it.
both school. I don't know what it's called, public or school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh, school.
It just says for profit. It's a for-profit university.
Aw.
Aww.
So wait,
Yeah,
for
darn.
profit?
Pay money.
Money.
They make money
Cash
off
money.
you.
Yeah. Oh, of course they do.
I wouldn't go.
I just really like the school. I looked at the facilities and the stuff you get to use. Oh my god. The tablets you get to use in the digital art section, or the digital art classrooms, are like, in order to buy them, they're like anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. Oh, it's so cool.
What?
That's
I would
pretty
pay
cool.
that? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Well, keep in mind this kind of tablet that they the kind of tablets that they have, the art tablets, are actually not just art tablets. They're like computers inside the tablets.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
it's awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, I just,
Ooh. Doesn't
Ah.
sound super fancy.
I know, right? They also got like on campus like sets for movies and stuff.
Oh wow.
Like they got a whole like old Western style movie set.
That's
So
cool.
Yeah. Ugh, I can't wait. But if I end up going there, which I hope I do, because it's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm gonna go to university for.
You have an idea of what you want to do?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
I'm
Lay it on us.
planning on doing something entertainment wise. Like
Ooh.
I'm either gonna make movies, be in movies, or something. Something cool like that, you know?
You're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna be in movies?
Yeah.
I could if I'm good, if I get good enough.
I think I would love if you were like a director or producer, because I think that we need more directors or producers, and just, I guess, artists and creators in general, that they don't create their set, like their kind of art, like a movie, for example, or a game, for a specific kind of person. They make something that they enjoy.
Yeah, there's not enough of that.
Yeah, that's what I think that like we need more of.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing stuff like that if I.
The shit was that noise? I just heard like a computer turn off or something.
I don't know what that was.
Bing!
Oh yeah, and what is it? I got a little eco boost at school.
Ooh.
What is it? I'm in theater class right now.
Oh yeah.
Work towards that. And I was walking around the school because I was bored.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? I come upon a few girls who recognized me, and one was like, "Yeah, he's in my theater class. Yeah, you're really good." And I'm like, "Am I?" Because I didn't really know.
Oh, stop.
How good
No,
I
no,
was.
please go. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I love compliments like that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know her.
It's quite a special thing to have random people compliment you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have people you know compliment you.
Yeah,
But
when
it's something
people-
different.
Yeah, when random people compliment you, that's when you know it's genuine.
Yeah.
Because if you know the person, they could just be doing it for like.
It'd be nice.
I
Maybe-
can join the call on my computer and phone.
Like, their intentions are good whenever they compliment you, but no matter how much they try to, like, not admit it, that somehow their opinion is going to be influenced,
Yeah.
whether it's negatively or positively, if
Yeah,
they
kind-
know you.
That's kind of what I take. What is it? Compliments and encouragement from my mom with a
Yeah.
grain of salt, because
Yeah.
you're gonna say it even if I suck.
Yeah.
I'd rather if I absolutely suck at something that I'm actually told, not like, no, it was pretty good. I didn't.
See, the thing I prefer is if I like draw something, like this is something my art teacher did a lot, and at the time it kind of pissed me off, because I don't know, it just kind of upset me, when she did it. 'Cause I guess I kind of took it as, I took it negatively, but if I drew something, she would tell me, well, I think it would be better if you did this and then change that around to look like this or something like that. And that's what I prefer people tell me whenever I like show them something I made, like a video. Like, oh, they're like, oh, well, maybe what you should do is whenever you're trying to talk about your dogs, don't randomly start talking about your internet. You fucking idiot. I mean, minus the fucking idiot part, but you know.
That would help.
You damn idiot!
You damn kids.
You're absolutely
Get off my net! That's gonna be the future.
Yeah.
Instead of get off my lawn. Get off my net!
Back in my day, we had to wait at least 10 minutes for our videos to upload and 5 hours for them to render. Now they now they upload in, like, all you have to do is push a button and it's immediately uploaded.
Yeah.
Boom! Powered by Bing. Shit!
Son of a bitch!
Fuck you.
No!
I ain't using this shit.
Back in my day, you had to pay an arm and a leg and your entire torso, or move to Kansas in order to get Google Fiber.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Go to Starbucks. Powered by
We,
Bing.
we were talking about what we wanted to do in the future in like college and all that. And then we went to talk about what it's going to be like when we're old.
Oh my god, I
We
can't.
all three here have ADHD. So what?
Man, I wonder what it's gonna be like when I'm old. Like, I'm gonna be like the most annoying old person. I guarantee it. Like, even if I don't lose my memory constantly, I'm gonna act like it.
The only thing I don't want to happen with me, I don't want to be that person who, that kind of old person who kind of like, who when like my grandkids say, like, hey, I got a hoverboard for Christmas, and they're like, back in my day, we used to have wheels.
I would totally be that grandpa.
I don't want to be that. Like, I don't want to be the kind of person that complains about change, you know? Like, I want to be the kind of grandpa who's like, oh, that's amazing.
Get me one, sonny.
Yeah, get me a hoverboard. I mean, I can't use my legs, but I'll sure as hell lay on it.
I'm paralyzed from the neck down, but I'll try.
I'm half of my organs are cybernetic, but who gives a fuck?
I'm not even real. I'm just AI now.
I'm not even real. Oh my god. Whenever I finally get a graphics tablet, there are so many parts in this podcast that I would like to animate. That is gonna be one of them. Us being old. I'm not even real.
Just a figment of your imagination. Wait,
Yeah, I'm a werewolf.
A ghost dog.
Back in my day, we played video games for fun, not splice different animals together.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that to be a thing.
Oh, we get a drog. This is a dog frog.
A dog frog. Dude, that'd be like an animal of war.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Freaking dogs that can leap 50 feet. Oh my god.
Or not, other than like mixing species, whenever you can change your own like features, like your hair color, your eye color, what kind of ears you have. I know, but like it wouldn't look fugly as shit. Like it's a pill that you take, like blue eyes. Wait, it's Advil, sinus, cold, and blue eyes relief. Like it takes away your blue eyes and gives you like brown eyes or something like that.
Ew, why would you ever take that?
I don't know.
I would exchange blue eyes for brown eyes.
I don't know. I like my blue eyes.
Yeah, I love my blue eyes. That's like besides that one compliment that girl gave me, that's like the only compliment I ever get. It's on my eyes.
Yeah, it's that and long eyelashes.
I have that too.
Like
I don't really get complimented on that though.
Every woman in my family the first thing, almost like the first thing they would say to me is either I would kill for that curly hair or I would kill for those eyelashes. And I was like, thanks.
I'll kill you for
Why
your
are you
eyelashes.
Yeah. If given the opportunity and I wouldn't get caught for it, I would murder you for your hair and eyelashes. Well, nice to meet you too, cousin.
Wait, what? You're gonna kill me for my eyelashes?
No, Tom, and I have more cousins than you. It was just like, it was just an example. Like, I just said cousin because it's a family member. Like, family member's gonna kill me for my eyelashes and hair. I mean, at least I can grow that back. They're not killing me for my organs or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always donate those.
Yeah.
Steven's still alive. You want my kidney? Sure, here you go. Where'd you get it?
Go ahead.
Gordon took it out.
Oh yeah, that'll be a thing whenever we're old. Like, you can do surgery on yourself. You just like put on the glove and reach in and pull out one of your kidneys and throw it at someone. It's like, no, you damn kids.
Yeah, it just like grows back.
That'd be funny.
If
That's how
it
you.
grows back, I'll be throwing kidneys and lungs and shit at people all the time.
That's how you discipline your like grandkids. Like, you damn kids,
Yeah,
get off
just
that
take
counter.
out the and beat them with it.
Get off that counter. I'll bend you over my knee and whip you with my pancreas.
You're like I'm out in your ribcage.
Oh yeah, it's like with Windows like 15. You get to like, you can like enlarge like your like things in real life. You can like scale them up or rotate them. You can like trap them
That would
in
be
like
a
your
pretty
rib
useful
cage.
feature for some.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like what you're thinking, Matt. I like it. Don't need Viagra no more.
I can rotate it up.
You can like, you can like change the density of the object. Oh.
Ooh.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, consult your doctor.
Imagine the tech support for that. Excuse me. I tried to enlarge my penis.
Stuff.
I'm sure it like within like a month's
And I
time.
accidentally hit delete.
It's okay. So you just go into your recycling bin and then you just restore it.
Pull out your old penis. Make sure you don't back up the one from years ago. Oh shit! I got a baby dick.
Oh shit! I got a baby dick.
Why is it an inch? Why is it an inch? Help me.
Oh my god! I think if you were able to enlarge things in like real life like that, I feel like in a month's time of them releasing that OS, it would be a very common thing for customers for it. And they would be used to it, like penis-related things, or tit-related things, or ass-related things.
Dude, pornography.
Yeah, that'd be everywhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
no.
Or even like, you know,
I'm in the middle of doing a podcast thing. Come on, please.
get the hell out of here. Or I bend you over my knee and slap you with my pancreas.
That's Steven's new saying.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry,
if we're not here, he'll bend you over his knee and slap you with his pancreas.
Oh, no, please. Please, Dad.
That's fantastic.
You're good at it coming to you, and I'll throw my kidney at you, Matt.
Please, no.
Better not eat it.
Then please give that back. I wonder if anyone's actually used their own organs as a weapon.
Strangle somebody with your
pretty
intestines.
hardcore, I gotta say.
You like, okay, if you were able to surgically remove your intestines and like you'd only have like so long to live before you die, and like you'd have to do it real quick. Like you have to be able to very precisely remove it. So soon after the surgery, you'd be able to go and kill somebody with it.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Really. I mean, like, I'd probably,
Where is it?
I'd probably use my intestines as like a whip.
You just whip someone once and you're like, I can die happy.
And they're like, ew, ew, ew.
Matthew Perez, he died as he lived, whipping people with his intestines. What the fuck?
Of course, it was very short-lived, but he lived.
Oh god. That would be quite the headstone.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was a fun podcast.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I put on my headstone.
I think that's a good time to call it then. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Whatever you.
Yeah.
Steven died. It's only 2015 and he removed his pancreas.
I bent stone over my knee and slapped him.
55 years too early.
Thank you all for watching. Whatever you think this video deserves, leave it. Like, dislike, I don't care. But I do hope you enjoyed.
Preferably no dislikes though. You can keep those to yourself.
If you have any,
Let's see if we can keep it at 1.
if you have any
A YouTube video. What? Okay.
If you have any stories or things you'd like to tell us that relates to the things that we've talked about in this episode of the podcast, because we were all over the place. You could literally like leave something about like
Hot dogs running with eyeballs and legs.
Maybe not that weird.
No, see, it makes sense because it could be all about the fact that they were dehydrated after a run and made them hallucinate.
Oh, true.
See? So yeah, anyways, like I said, we're Cheezyactionfilmz. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you in the next episode. Peace.
Ow.
Bye.